Social media has been all-consuming for people of all ages and is damaging to one's mental health. Have you ever seen an image on social media that affected the way you feel about yourself? Have you ever looked at comment after comment and felt drained? Have you ever felt anxiety after posting a picture on social media, wondering how many likes that you'll get? If yes, then you felt the harmful effects social media has on our mental health. I, like most of you, have grown up with social media from a young age. As a teenager, if it seemed my happiness was defined by the amount of likes I received or the amount of followers or friends I had, whether they were my friends in real life or not. In the US, over 246 million Americans are on social networks. That's 70% of the US population. Whether you are one of these users or not, it is important to understand the effect social media has on one's mental health. Today, I will be discussing the effects social media has on children and young adults, explaining what we can do to ease the effects of social media, and visualize what the world could look like if we take a healthy approach to social media. Let us begin with the known effects social media has on our mental health. According to a study done by NHS Digital, all children and young adults aged 5 to 19, data shows 1 out of 8 of them have a mental disorder. With the development of smartphones more than a decade ago, children are on the internet at a much younger age. Most children receive smartphones at the age of 9 years old, and because their peers are on social media, they feel pressure to also be on social media. According to Ream, co-author of JAMA Psychiatry, their study based on 6,595 adolescents, they found that those who spend more than 3 hours a day on social media have a heightened risk for developing mental health problems. Today, young adults rely heavily on social media. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter are interconnected, deepening the pressure to be present on all social media sites. According to Yi Lin, co-author of Depression and Anxiety, 1,787 adults aged 19 to 32 participated in a study in which social media was significantly associated with increased depression. This brings us to the actions we can take to reduce the effects social media has on our mental health. Although social media is damaging, there are ways to minimize risks without completely deleting your social media accounts. Education in mental health and mental services should be available for children and young adults. Because of social media, mental health issues often begin during school-age years, so the breakdown of shame and misunderstanding around mental health must start in schools. According to Martinez R.A., author of Healthy Schools, we must seek to promote healthy outcomes for every student's mental health development, and we must create school environments where students' mental health is a primary consideration. We must also normalize taking a break or having a detox period from social media. If children and young adults are educated in mental health, they will understand when it is necessary to take a needed break from social media. According to Taunton D., author of The Benefits of Social Media Vacation, some strategies of doing this are: set a designated time of each social media site. Tell your friends and family that you're taking a break. Get an app that tracks your social media usage, and turn off all of your notifications. As you can see from these examples, we have the ability to create a healthy mental state surrounding social media. Now, imagine a world where mental health was a priority in schools and everyone took the steps to use social media in a healthy way. In a healthy world, social anxiety, depression, and suicide would be reduced in children and young adults. Children and young adults would focus more on schoolwork and studies as they would be less distracted by keeping up with social media. There would be more time to sleep and be well rested, which would benefit one's mental health, relationships, and overall well-being. Now, would there be any disadvantages? Maybe individuals wouldn't see all the recent socialite drama unfold on social media, but would that be such a bad thing? Perhaps a young girl would not get to look at celebrities and their unrealistic beauty standards. Again, is this so bad? Throughout this presentation, we have examined statistics based on social media adolescence, learned the steps to take to protect our mental health from social media, and foresaw what the world might look like if we all contribute to a new approach of mental health and social media. In conclusion, we should all take responsibility in creating a healthy outlook of social media. Social media has become all-consuming to individuals of all ages and is damaging to mental health. Think about your daughter, son, sister, brother, niece, nephew, friend, or even acquaintance, and understand that each of their mental well-being could be negatively affected by social media. I urge you to support mental health education and support time away from social media. Now, reflect on yourself for a second. During this speech, have you felt the desire to check your phone? Check your Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter? Maybe you've checked it already. This is your wake-up call. Protect yourself and take a break from social media. Thank you.